must to know that Jay-Z is most likely paying for all of this to be done to you.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
And then when he put his hands on it, no jokes aside, because I know it's not no laughing matter, man, the shit just was appalling, brother.
The situation involving Diddy is becoming increasingly complex. Recently, a disturbing video surfaced showing him acting violently towards his then-girlfriend Cassie. The video clearly depicts him beating her aggressively. Following the release of this video and other evidence, federal agents were reportedly seen at Diddy's residence. Additionally, Jaguar Wright is now suggesting that the feds may also target Jay-Z, implying that he too has questionable dealings.
They collect victims, they compete, and they claim their prizes.
So Sean Diddy Combs has apologized for a recently surfaced security video aired by CNN, which appears to show him attacking singer Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel hallway in 2016. He described his behavior as inexcusable and accepted full responsibility for his actions. On Sunday, the hip-hop mogul took to social media to apologize for the alleged attack, expressing his disgust with his own actions in a video on Instagram. "It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that," Diddy said on Instagram. "I was F up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable." The video, which CNN first aired on Friday, is the latest in a series of public allegations and revelations of physical and violence against Combs over the past several months. In the video, Combs, wearing only a white towel, is seen apparently punching and kicking Cassie, the R&B singer, who was his protege and longtime girlfriend at the time. The footage also shows Combs allegedly shoving and dragging Ventura and throwing a vase in her direction. The security camera video, dated March 5, 2016, closely resembles the description of an incident at an intercontinental hotel in the Century City area of Los Angeles, detailed in a November lawsuit filed by Ventura. The lawsuit, brought by Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, alleges years of SA and other violence from Combs. According to the lawsuit, Combs paid the hotel $50,000 for the security video. CNN did not disclose how it obtained the video, but verified the location where it was shot by comparing the footage to publicly available images of the Intercontinental Hotel. Diddy has denied the allegations in the lawsuit, but neither he nor his representatives had responded to the video until Sunday, when Combs issued his apology. "I take full responsibility for my actions in that video," Combs said on Sunday. "I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I sought out professional help. I got into therapy, went to rehab, and asked God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to being a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry." On Friday, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office acknowledged the video in a statement, calling the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. However, they noted that "we would be unable to charge as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of A can be prosecuted." A lawyer for Ventura criticized Combs' apology, suggesting it was self-serving. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday, said Meredith Feiertag, a partner at Wigdor LLP, in a statement to CBS News. That he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words. Cassie filed a hefty lawsuit against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, her ex of 11 years, alleging continuous physical and emotional as well as R. Both sides have now announced a settlement. "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support," Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, said in a statement. Combs issued his own statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." His lawyer, Ben Brafman, added in a separate statement that a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. The details of the settlement are still under wraps. This quick resolution comes hot on the heels of Cassie filing a lawsuit where she claimed that she was held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. The allegations are heavy, detailing a cycle of A, violence, and ST, which allegedly involved violent and unlawful acts like being coerced into engaging in S activities with male S workers, while Combs allegedly watched and recorded the incidents. It's a lot to take in.
Yikes. She's claiming she was in a long cycle of violence and baby.
In her lawsuit, Cassie further claimed that the music mogul, Sean Diddy Combs, once expressed intense anger about her dating kid Cootie, going so far as to threaten to blow up Cootie's car. Remarkably, Cootie's car did reportedly explode shortly thereafter, according to the rapper.
Diddy threatened to blow up the rapper's Kid Cudi car in 2012 when he and Cassie were briefly linked.
This incident is not the first time allegations about Combs' damaging behavior in relationships have surfaced. In the 90s, Jennifer Lopez was in a relationship with Combs. While Lopez has not accused Combs of A in 1999, the two were arrested together on a weapons charge following a triple shooting at a Manhattan nightclub. Lopez was charged with firearm possession, but the count was dropped within the hour. The current lawsuit alleges that at times, Combs asked Cassie to carry a gun in her purse.
I wrote this song, the lyrics are, I'd rather lose a lover than to love a loser. So I'd rather lose like the love of my life than to love a guy that's just whack. And I think the experience of
combining all these allegations and one other lawsuit from a producer, feds raided Diddy's house. Authorities conducted searches at homes owned by Sean Diddy Combs on Monday as part of a federal investigation. A senior federal law enforcement official, briefed on the matter, revealed that Combs is a target in an investigation led by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The Department of Homeland Security Investigations Transnational Organized Crime Division is carrying out the probe, which focuses on HT crimes.
But again, this could possibly be linked to a investigation involving rapper Sean Combs, the music executive.
This investigation follows allegations similar to those raised in several civil lawsuits filed against Combs in New York. These lawsuits, including one filed in federal court in December, accuse Combs of SA and ST. However, it's worth noting that Combs has denied these allegations in the past.
Combs' attorney calls the lawsuit absolutely baseless and vehemently denies the allegations.
Heavily armed teams of Homeland Security Investigations, HSI agents, conducted searches at Sean Diddy Combs' residences in Los Angeles and the Miami area. According to a source, some of these agents arrived in armored vehicles, a precaution taken due to suspicions that Combs employed armed private security at each of his properties.
At the time, so this is just a little bit ago, as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well, the long guns and a multitude of people.
The agents were authorized to search for various items, including documents, phones, computers, and other electronic devices that could contain data or videos, according to a second law enforcement source. A law enforcement source told CNN that Monday's searches were related to an ongoing ST investigation. HSI in New York stated on Monday that it executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, in cooperation with local law enforcement and HSI units in Los Angeles and Miami. They added that they would provide further information as it becomes available. Combs representatives have not returned CNN's request for comment on the searches. Combs faces accusations of ST in 3 separate lawsuits filed recently, which he has consistently denied. The specific allegations under federal investigation remain unclear. Following these allegations, at least 2 additional civil lawsuits were filed in New York against Combs, alleging SA. One of these lawsuits, filed in federal court in December, also included claims of SATE. I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy, Combs said in response to the December suit. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. Most recently, one of Combs' former employees, producer and videographer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, filed a lawsuit last month accusing accusing Combs of SA and leading a widespread and dangerous criminal ST organization, among other allegations. The suit was filed in federal court in New York's Southern District. Combs' attorney denied the allegations and called Jones' claims lies. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies, Diddy's attorney Sean Hawley said last month. Armed law enforcement officers were observed around Combs' residences in Los Angeles' Holmby Hills neighborhood and Miami Beach's exclusive Star Island community, as reported by CNN Crews. In Los Angeles, at least one armored law enforcement vehicle was seen arriving at the property, while agents were observed processing paperwork on card tables outside the Miami area home. Mobile command post vehicles were also visible at both locations.
What else we saw is people were led away, potentially in custody. Don't know who these individuals are, if they're related to Diddy in any way, but you can see them. A dramatic video from our Sky Fox team there.
A representative from Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, in Miami confirmed to CNN that the activity at the Star Island property was related to the execution of a search warrant. HSI, the investigative arm of the Department of Homeland Security, is tasked with investigating transnational crime including HT, narcotics, and other forms of organized criminal activity. HSI investigators concluded their activities at the Star Island residence just before 11 p.m., as reported by a CNN crew. Additionally, reports are now suggesting that during the investigation, federal agents have found some links to Jay-Z regarding this lawsuit, and the beans are spilled by none other than Jaguar. Jaguar's spilling the beans about supposed leaked footage from Diddy's crib and what really goes down there. We've all heard rumors about Diddy's legendary parties and how they can get pretty crazy, but Wright's dropping some serious tea that takes it up a notch.
That's the money guy. That's where Diddy was getting all of his funds from.
The intense bond between celebrities and their devoted fans is undeniable, yet this admiration can sometimes morph into a dangerous fixation. Consider the fervent followings of BTS, Beyoncé, Katy Perry, and the iconic Michael Jackson, whose supporters would go to great lengths for their idols without always knowing if their actions align with what's right. Meanwhile, luminaries like Jay-Z, who have thrived in the spotlight for decades, have faced their fair share of murky episodes. Recently, a number of prominent figures have come forward, revealing alleged secrets harbored by the power couple since their rise in the industry, including allegations of involvement in the mistreatment of women. Conspiracies involving celebrities are certainly not a novel phenomenon, but the mysterious circumstances surrounding the tragic demise of our beloved R&B queen have reignited intense emotions among her fans. Kanye West, renowned for his provocative statements, has previously raised eyebrow-raising allegations regarding Aaliyah's passing. However, his latest claims are nothing short of extraordinary, as he accuses power couple Jay-Z and Beyoncé of being involved in macabre Hollywood rituals. According to Kanye, they harbor a deep interest in the occult and have allegedly been associated with human sacrifices in the past. Recent years have seen a surge in revelations shedding light on various aspects of the case that suggest foul play. Yet what sets this moment apart is the bluntness with which these allegations are being voiced. A growing number of fans started rallying behind the call to reopen the investigation, with an unwavering commitment to ensure that Aaliyah receives the justice she rightfully deserves.
You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this isn't the first time Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been accused of being involved in something shady. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have frequently found themselves at the center of conspiracy theories and imaginative narratives. Some believe they are part of a shadowy organization, often referred to as the Illuminati, working in secret to orchestrate a global revolution and establish a new world order. These theories posit that they employ music videos and elaborate dance routines to subtly manipulate and brainwash the public.
Even if you haven't heard of the Illuminati, chances are you've probably seen one of the symbols associated with them: pentagrams, goats, even the all-seeing eye that's found on US banknotes.
Allegedly, Ice Cube asserts that numerous female artists have faced significant challenges due to Jay-Z and Diddy's actions, often without receiving proper recognition. He reportedly describes their lives as tumultuous and arduous. Ice Cube has also pointed to Hollywood's history of exploitation, citing instances where even prisoners have been taken advantage of. It's not just Ice Cube. There's a perception that Hollywood collaborates closely with influential private industries, benefiting from the free labor of millions of inmates. This concern extends to the vulnerability of young children, innocent teenagers, and especially female artists who may be susceptible to exploitative practices within the entertainment industry. He has consistently made alarming accusations, claiming that Hollywood functions like a profiting from subjecting individuals to various challenges. Strangely enough, there appears to be ample evidence supporting this unsettling notion. Whether it's CEOs of Hollywood studios or owners of record labels, those in positions of power in the industry allegedly have an interest in boosting the prison population. According to these claims, the underlying motive is as simple and sinister as one might expect.
And they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Ice Cube appeared on Bill Maher's Club Random podcast and made some bone-chilling revelations. He says Hollywood executives want people to be locked up, and they help create a whole culture of violence and thug life to make this possible. This isn't just mindless speculation. Anyone can easily see the truth when you look at where the money goes. He spoke very clearly about the connection between Hollywood and the influential industry. Who benefits and profits off our bickering and division? I don't know their names, but if you follow the money, you go high enough, you start to see literally the same people who own the record labels own the prisons. The music industry also benefits from landing naive young people into prisons, and the higher-ups use music to push these people into the lifestyle of crime. Ice Cube spoke about this and said, "It seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry." According to the rapper, the whole industry is involved in creating an environment that makes young people more prone to crime and violence. A very sinister and elaborate social engineering is at work here in order to make profit off of people's lives. Ice Cube and Bill Maher's podcast discussion shed light on the alleged role of record label owners in glamorizing violence and culture in music. They suggest that these owners intentionally depict such lifestyles as desirable and cool, influencing impressionable young people to romanticize a path of violence and crime. Consequently, more youth may be drawn into the criminal justice system, depriving them of the chance to pursue genuine opportunities for a better life. Allegations have emerged indicating that individuals linked to the case have a notable interest in the occult and may have been previously involved in human sacrifices. Recent revelations have brought attention to several suspicious aspects of the case, suggesting the possibility of foul play. What distinguishes this moment is the blunt and explicit nature of these accusations. An increasing number of supporters are advocating for the reopening of the investigation, displaying unwavering commitment to securing justice for Aaliyah.
I won't name. It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar Wright's perspective on Aaliyah's tragic passing adds a thought-provoking layer to the ongoing discourse. According to her, at the time of Aaliyah's untimely death, Beyoncé's solo career encountered hurdles, and she required a breakthrough moment to catapult her to superstardom, allegedly facilitated by Jay-Z. Aaliyah's unfortunate demise seemingly provided that crucial opportunity, ultimately solidifying Beyoncé's status as the queen of many hearts. As memories of Aaliyah fade, concerns arise regarding how long certain individuals will continue to benefit from recurring tragedies. Some argue that accountability for any potential wrongdoing is long overdue. Even fans are rallying behind Jaguar for her outspoken defense of their beloved songstress, advocating for justice to prevail in Aaliyah's name. The complexity of Aaliyah's case is further tangled by the involvement of R. Kelly. Allegations have circulated suggesting that in R. Kelly's trial, some of his purported victims were coerced into providing false testimony, sparking concerns about the fairness of the legal proceedings against him. Recently, an audio leak has emerged, purportedly featuring an individual identified as a federal informant who claims to have influenced one of R. Kelly's witnesses. The singer has sought the appeals court to either overturn his conviction or grant him a new trial. It's important to note that in a separate trial in Chicago, Kelly had previously been sentenced to 20 years in prison in February after being found guilty of child and enticing a minor, as reported by TMZ. During the Chicago trial, Kelly's attorney expressed similar concerns, stating that the government's burden cannot be met with the inference of bad character or tendency to commit crimes. You may consider him to be the most immoral, dishonest person on the planet, and that has nothing to do with whether the government has met its burden. At that time, a judge ordered Kelly to serve 19 of the 20 years concurrently with his other sentence. Yet another legal representative for R. Kelly petitioned the judge overseeing his ST case to vacate his conviction and initiate a new trial. trial. The basis for this request is the argument that his trial attorneys displayed incompetence and that the singer was unjustly depicted as a SL deviant to the jury. Because defendant was forced to defend against dozens of uncharged claims of A&S misbehavior, much of it lawful, albeit unpalatable for some, defendant was stripped of the presumption of innocence and denied a fair trial, attorney Jennifer Bonjean wrote in a legal memorandum filed to court. Speculations have arisen suggesting that Jay-Z might have been involved with R. Kelly's case involving minors. Reports claim that Jay-Z played a significant role in getting the documentary Surviving R. Kelly off the ground. Allegedly, Jay-Z provided the funds for Dreamhampton to produce the documentary, which shed light on Kelly's allegations. It appears Jay-Z was determined to bring an end to Kelly's career. If one doubts Ronnie's claims about Jay-Z's involvement, another piece of evidence might sway opinions. This case wasn't the first time Jay-Z financially assisted Dreamhampton. In fact, the rapper reportedly wired tens of thousands of dollars in minutes after she requested help with expenses incurred by protesters demonstrating against police brutality. Considering Jay-Z's generosity towards Hampton, it's plausible that he also decided to fund the documentary she was creating. Their long-standing history suggests Jay-Z may have been open-hearted in supporting her endeavors.
You know, Dreamhampton was his ex-girlfriend. Dreamhampton wrote his book, the Decoded book. You know, he funded her.
The narrative suggests that Jay-Z seized an opportunity by financing Dream's documentary, which not only propelled her career, but also played a crucial role in the downfall of R. Kelly. However, the text implies that Jay-Z had a multitude of motivations. Chief among them was a lawsuit that not only damaged Jay-Z's reputation, but also led to a significant financial setback of $70 million.
It was a little deeper than the best of both worlds situation. You know, R. Kelly sued him for like $70 million out.
The narrative suggests that R. Kelly had disrupted Jay-Z's tour, won a lawsuit against him, and cost him millions of dollars. However, Jay-Z was also aware that if Kelly emerged unscathed from the trial, he might eventually speak out. After all, Jay-Z had his own secrets to protect. Damon Dash, singer Aaliyah's boyfriend at the time of her death, revealed that Jay-Z had also pursued Aaliyah even when she was a minor. Damon stated, "I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her, but then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying. He was going hard." Damon further indicated that Aaliyah may have ended things with Jay-Z or kept him in the friend zone. This could have contributed to Jay-Z's animosity towards R. Kelly, especially after Kelly married Aaliyah, whom Jay-Z also had feelings for. According to Damon, Jay-Z became noticeably resentful when he discovered Damon's pursuit of Aaliyah. Damon clarified that although rumors suggested otherwise, he and Aaliyah were both actively courting each other. Their efforts culminated in them spending time together in the same house on the 4th of July.
So we were both going hard. And we ended up in the same house 4th of July. So we were, for some reason, this day.
Wait a minute, you, Jay, and Aaliyah ended up in the same house?
Yeah.
It was a situation where Aaliyah's attention might sway toward him one moment and then toward me the next. Damon emphasized his consistency in his pursuit of the singer, saying, "But that particular week, I was on top of my game. Everything I said was witty, you know what I mean?" He recollected a specific incident, saying, "I remember coming downstairs, and Jay-Z had this sigh. His friends were teasing him and making jokes. However, it seems like Jay-Z won the game, and he has reportedly also dated Aaliyah." Aaliyah wasn't the only girl Jay-Z had been allegedly involved with. There are rumors that he had a relationship with Foxy Brown too when she was a minor. Wendy Williams discussed this information, saying, "Jay-Z and Foxy Brown were allegedly a romantical thing. All right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce. Allegedly. The speculation suggests that Jay-Z, likely influenced by the fallout from the R. Kelly trial, understands the potential consequences of such accusations and is keen to avoid a similar fate for himself. Allegedly funding the documentary at a strategic time, he may have aimed to shape public opinion and potentially influence jurors' perceptions of the matter before trial. Looks like Jay-Z's crimes have no end. He is again being discussed in Kathy White's death case. Remember a few years back when everyone was gossiping about Jay-Z supposedly having a side chick named Kathy White while he was married to Bey? Yeah, well, here's where it gets juicy. Apparently, news came out that Kathy had kicked the bucket. Crazy, right? That sent the rumor mill into overdrive with all sorts of theories flying around. Evidence he wasn't that much, which even may have made him involved in a M. It's surprising that there's hardly any information about Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, who reportedly died under mysterious circumstances in 2011. However, journalist Liz Crowan just set off a social media firestorm by claiming she had a conversation with Kathy before her death. Liz is now dropping hints that Jay-Z's time might be up. Adding fuel to the fire, old blog posts resurfaced with eyewitness accounts claiming they saw Kathy with Jay-Z and Diddy. With all these allegations swirling around Diddy, fans are speculating that Jay-Z could be the next target.
You want to know what makes Diddy being publicly shamed like this so left?
What's that?
Sean Carter is worse.
But what's the story about Kathy White? How did she die, and what does Liz Corkin know about Jay-Z? Let's break it down. All right, so back in early September 2011, there was some buzz in the local news and celeb blogs about this young woman named Kathy Coriana White. Some outlets even went as far as calling her Jay-Z's supposed mistress. But guess what? The big media outlets were too busy fawning over Beyoncé's surprise pregnancy announcement, so Kathy's death kind of flew under the radar for most people. Sneaky, right?
The night's biggest moment, of course, was Beyoncé's pregnancy revelation. First, with some of the press outside the theater before the show.
According to the article, Kathy Coriana White, who is known as a fitness and beauty expert, was discovered dead in her Manhattan apartment on September 2nd. She had graduated from Howard University and had contributed to various online publications. Plus, she was the big boss as the CEO of her own public relations firm called White Label PR. Now, the report said the cause of her death was an aneurysm. That's pretty tragic, especially for someone so young and successful. However, seemingly Kathy had some drama with the blogs the year before her passing. Hollywood Street King, one of the OG celeb gossip bloggers, spilled the tea claiming that she was Jay-Z's side piece. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Rumors started swirling after Kathy and model Claudia Jordan were supposedly seen at a Las Vegas nightclub, chilling at a table with Jay-Z and Diddy or Puff Daddy or whatever he's calling himself these days. So all these allegations were mainly highlighted by Jaguar Wright, and that is why people are speculating that it may lead feds to raid Jay's house as they did with Diddy. One person wrote, "Absolutely heartbroken. I worked in domestic violence for years. These experiences happen all too often and go on for years. This type of especially with this kind of power dynamic, takes years to break free from and longer to recover from." One more person went on saying, "Damn, we are in the season of revelation. A lot is coming to light in such a short period of time. I wish Cassie strength and healing during this time." That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.